Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes, I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty. What's worth of a lady? It's nice, but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within took a long fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the pen station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so charmed. I felt the sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. And now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, a killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. The most beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look.
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace several presents and gifts. Call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture. I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing
one loving we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I'm scrambling small. Allow me. It's the first time I'm kind of going live for our regular in a while. But let me fix this real quick. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Not too far, how you day? Film girl. Chidi Mahana. Yes, so we're day here. All right, I think we're good. Hold on 1 second. What is going on here? Oh my God. Welcome back. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. I don't know what's going on with my monitor here. My monitor, they act like woody. Anyway, no wahala, we did here. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Yes. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear because my monitor is acting funny. Shout out to all my sponsors. Shout out to Natu, Film Girl, Adesuaf, Open Floor by Tima, Grace Corner, D Love 3000, Yes TV. Where's D Love? We're live with D Love. Where are you there? Where are you there? Mo Fresh. Yeah, I think I touched everybody. Shout out to all our sponsors and all our supporters around the world. Shout out to D, shout out to Chidima, shout out to Film Girl, shout out to Brother Ben, shout out to Gracious Greatness, shout out to all of you. I appreciate you all for always supporting this platform. It means a lot, okay, because we're going somewhere. All right, now today you can sponsor this show. Our goal this month was $200. We already hit that goal. Right now we're at $222.94. You can sponsor this show for as low as 99 US dollar cents. All right. Shout out to D. I see D there. Also, I see Chinye. Shout out to you, Jari, my G. Anyway, so let's talk. I can see that our conversation is going very, very far. We come here, we talk about relationships, life and relationship. We extract these lessons from trendy topics. All right, trendy topics is what we use, and I have books here for you for free. So when you come here, you can count on actually learning. Okay, so you can download these books. One is Get My Marriage Back. The other one is Number One Red Flag. I have 3 other books there as well, but just go to manofprestige.com. I do offer coaching services here, marriage and relationship coaching services here. So if you are in a place that you feel like is broken, I think I can help. No, I know I can help. So hit me up at ask@manofprestige.com. You can also join the backstage at whatsapp.manofprestige.com. You're missing out if you're not yet in the backstage. And what else? If that link doesn't work for you, just send a quick message to this phone number on WhatsApp, +1732 305 8577. All right, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Chinye say yes, we can hear you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so let's see, we have some stories to cover today. Of course, one of the stories is going to be the JJ Bunny story. You guys familiar with JJ Bunny? You guys familiar with JJ Bunny or no? Anybody know who this is? Abi Aminoyo. Anybody know who JJ Bunny is? Or I'm just all on my own? Anybody knows? I'm waiting in the chat. I'm live, so please engage me in the chat. Anybody know who daddy? That's the new Teesa Reesa. All right, so we're going to talk about that today, and a few other stories, and we'll take it from there. All right, a few stories. Let me say, anybody? I think I said we doesn't know. Somebody say, oh, yo. I'm not. Okay, all right. I'll bring you guys up to speed. No, Allah. But she has a 30-part, another 30-part stories on TikTok. I'm not gonna drag you through it. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. But you know, there's some lessons we should extract from that. You know. But welcome back. We're live. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Share. Subscribe. Share. Like so we can ping everybody else into the room. All right. Okay. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going through my page. If you don't follow me yet on Instagram, make sure you're following me on Instagram. Let's talk about virgins and marriages. Let's talk about Juju, Israel, DMW, and Megan Good. They want to say something, okay? And we need to check something too, okay? We need to check something. There are a lot of crazy people out there. I mean, we're all crazy in different ways, you know. So I try to just tell, hey, don't put yourself on that pedestal. Just learn the skills you need to navigate this very, very, very cool world. All that your entitlement, shove them away. Could work? It cannot work. All right. But let me pull some of this stuff up that I have on my saved pages here. There's been quite some information about virginity and all that kind of stuff. But there's this story here. What's the name of this guy? Juju was involved, but it was more like this. There you go. More like this one right here. So let's get into this story. Wait till before I missed anything. Let's see. Isn't she a Nollywood actress? She was a Nollywood actress. Reesa Hobby. No. Reesa Teesa. A new Reesa Teesa. Yes, Joy. I follow her on Facebook. She was an actress. Thank you, UUP. She knows exactly what we're talking about. Her name is Joy. Used to be. Okay, there you go. Used to be. I know her story from our own videos. Not that I know. Have you watched the whole video? Chidima, did you see all the videos? Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Let's cover Juju first. Okay, let's cover Juju and his obsession. Who is Juju? Juju is Davido's assistant, somebody like that, somebody that worked for Davido. And not too long ago, he got dumped by his virgin wife. Well, I'm not sure if she's still a virgin, but he allegedly married her as a virgin. Okay, but I think there's this person called First Doctor on Twitter. I've seen a few posts. I'm going to try to search real quick. And this person is some kind of Twitter commentator similar to Solomon Buchi. You know, all these people are getting on my radar. People that have been popular for a while, they're getting on my radar small. Okay, so this person, the First Doctor, you can see this says medical doctor, entrepreneur, sharing insights to help you transform your health and well-being. Okay. Oh, this person is in London, England. Okay, and they tend to give lots and lots of tips on the internet. Okay, so on April 24, that's yesterday, you can see that post right there. He posted, if you have the choice, marry a virgin. Okay, if you have the choice, marry a virgin. Whenever I see stuff like this, I am like light years ahead of them, but I'm learning to slow down. Let's have the conversation. Let's not be in a rush, right? Patience. Let me just read it to you. He said, if you have the choice, marry a virgin. Less chances of divorce, less emotional baggage, less psychological damage, less wokenized. Have you wokenized? No. When you have additional knowledge like this, you are called woko. But me personally, I'm not really a big fan of woke. But you know, it's subjective. We all know what that means, right? It's subjective. So everybody have their own idea of what they think woke is. So for me, since we can argue with the same terminologies and semantics, I just like to focus on the results. With all of your wokeness or lack of wokeness, right? What kind of results are you generating? Do you like it? If you don't like it, then maybe we can reverse engineer. Maybe there's something that is not working, whichever version of wokeness you have. You know, that's the only thing I can go from, and that takes a lot of patience, and not everybody has patience for that. But here with the Prestige family, we do have patience for that. Less risk of STIs, okay, less likely to cheat, better respect for you, better morals and self-control. By the way, virginity is not in no way, shape or form equals to self-control. Okay, it's like, think about it. It's like I've never tasted the apple before, right? So now I'm calling myself self-control when I've never really tasted how sweet the apple. It can make sense. That's not the same thing. If you're talking about celibacy, then maybe, okay. Even that one self gone, we have to dig in deeper. Why are you celibate? Do you have the options? Okay. Anyway, stronger bond with you. They lose their pair bonding capacity as they rack up body count. There are studies around this. A lot of these studies are old as shit. Okay, just so you know. Now, there's some truth to it. That's why they land on nerves. You see how many people like this? 623 people don't save this thing. You know why? Because it's hitting a nerve. Somebody actually said, he's right. He makes sense. Okay? So we're not going to discount it all the way and say he's just lying. Right? That's not how that works. Right? Because we don't really do the extremes in either way. Right? So past behavior is a succinct predictor of future behavior. Okay? Fair enough. Little or nothing changes. The more promiscuous, the more unmarriageable. Okay, subjective again. What do you mean? Well, what's the body count? More than 3, that's promiscuous. Okay, some people think 7 is okay. Some people think 2 is all right. You know, the less promiscuous, the more peace. That's also false. Okay, there are a lot of people that are not promiscuous that will bring you no peace. But anyway, that's just a lot of people. Maybe it's just, you know, that's just the exception to the rule. Anyway, we're getting there. There's nothing like. Anyway, let's see. Let me come to the chat. Pardon my manners. Let me come to the chat. Chidima said just a couple of our videos. Okay. Fashions in the poto. I'm sorry. I think it's a honorable thing to be a virgin, you know. I do think it's a honorable thing. I just don't think it translates to success in life and in general. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, sorry. To an extent, it does. To a very little extent. Okay. With that being said, I encourage you to stay a virgin for as long as you want to. Okay. We'll name him Juju Bikono. And I don't know. Juju or Juju? They call him Juju, right? Israel. Anyway, we're going to talk about Israel in a second. There, another woman called Simone that won a dating show, and her fiance turned out to be Teesa. Oh, there's another one. Oh, not another one. No. Simone from Ready to Love dating show. See story. Make sure say you be virgin too. Okay, so everybody is trying to follow Teesa's formula. Okay, I'm not gonna eat them anyway. Make sure say you be virgin too. Chinye, why are you saying that? It's not the same thing. Lies. Less modern women, right? Because modern women, they like this thing called bola. So that's a terrible statement. Just stay with me, okay? Nobody virgin wey show Juju woke breakfast. That's why we're bringing Juju into this conversation now. Make you mind that one. Israel came there and said hello. That's what I'm about to show. Hey, shout out to Brother Ben. Chidima says inexperience and self-control are different things. Exactly. They're not related. So the fact that that person, first doctor, this person has how many followers again? Not knocking him or her, whoever first doctor is, but just to tell you, these are your influencers. 360,000 followers, and we are struggling with our little 5,000 here. God day, you know. Yeah, God is doing something different.
That is God.
He's doing something different. Okay, all right. We don't have all the answers, but clearly this person is a little disconnected. Virginity and self-control. Okay, and by the way, a medical doctor or not, and this kind of wisdom that we're talking about here correlator, no, it's not happening. Anyway, let's keep going. What's that guy's name again? I need to collect my virginity back. Onoji film girl. What are you talking about? Some men have told me before, say them no one marry any virgin. No, well, me personally, I didn't care. It didn't matter to me, you know. Maybe because I wasn't a virgin. Maybe because. Anyway, what did Juju say in all of this? Why are we talking about Juju? Let's talk about Juju. Why are we talking about Juju? Juju? Anyway, here goes. Okay, so Juju came there and said, hello. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see my comment. You see my comment there? I was like, these people are funny. It says Israel DMW reacts as doctor lists benefits of marrying a Faji. I'm not a Faji, no. You know the Faji, you know that tennis for song, right? Israel Aferi married Stella Courage, but their marriage did not last up to a year, even though she was a virgin when they wed. The internet will remind you, you know, but it's a one-off. Maybe First Doctor has a case, you know, one exception of, you know, what you call him, Juju. Israel DMW does not make the majority, does not make the rule. That's just exception, maybe. But let's see what people have to say. Somebody said, motivational speaker, jam experience man, wahala, real life experience. Israel marital problems are not as a result of his wife being a virgin. A defender is here, a nurse. It's not because of Israel lacks the intellectual ability to handle marital issues. Oh, that's a point. The point is that she was a virgin. But just because she's a virgin is not enough to carry you through life. Right? It's not enough for her, obviously, because if all it took is just be a virgin, she wouldn't meet Israel, right? If all it took is just marry a virgin, I was about to say virgin. By the way, was Israel a virgin? I don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. All of them, they will explain tired.
Explain, because no evidence.
His intelligent quotient, IQ, Jesus, the person spelled it out. His intelligent quotient seems to be low. He is not mature to understand the psychology behind marriage. Let me give her the like that she deserved. If you buy 2026 Maybach Mercedes-Benz and employ a wrong or untrained driver, that Benz will get scratches. But that doesn't mean the car is no longer Maybach 2026, but it's no longer brand new. It's lost 20%. That's what people used to say. It's lost 20% of its value by simply driving it off the lot. Never mind that sometimes we test drive these cars around the streets, but either it doesn't matter. Okay. What the doctor stated above are correct, but people always try to justify their immoralities. We all know the truth. Virginity is a virtue. Don't ridicule it if you lack it. God bless you. I agree. Being a virgin is a honorable thing to do for yourself. But there is more to it. It's more to what makes a marriage work. There's more to what makes relationship work across the board. Right? So make we know they cap ourselves with nonsense talk from your religious background. There's more to it. She said, of course it wasn't. Israel presents as slow. Jesus D. You carry Bodogu enter here today. Who be her? There's somebody called her here. Okay, anyway. Yeah, like, hey, I want a virgin. I heard Kira with virgin, they bring money. Wahala. I'm a sore loser. Chidima. What are you talking about, Chidima? With Ben, brother Ben, I'm looking at you side. Not. What is going on? Don't change the topic on us. Anyway, stay with us. Let's see what else somebody else is saying here. If it never happened to you, you think say now you wise pass. Wait, what? Oh, okay. so wait. So Israel went there to say, hello, that's nonsense you're talking about. That's the whole point of this, right? Wahala. So I said, without meaning to take anything away from the glory of virginity, we have biblical evidence of women who became very good wives without being virgins. David married Abigail, who was Nabal's widow. The Bible describes as a wise and beautiful woman. She brought stability to his reign as king. Again, he married Bathsheba, who was Uriah's wife. Wahala. Not the Bible stories. Jesus. I'm not sure if this is helping. It's kind of helping, but Jesus, not the Uriah's wife. She gave birth to Solomon. Wait. I'm a terrible Bible student, but pardon me. Uriah's wife gave birth to Solomon? Say it ain't so. Oh no. Are you kidding me? The great King Solomon. I'm learning. A woman's attitude and maturity are the most important elements. What about the person that the virgin marry? You're right about that one, but what about the person that the virgin marry? Again, this doesn't take anything away from the glory and the virtuity of virginity. But virginity doesn't offer a blanket guarantee that the woman will be good. That's a fact. Someone say, I'm not sure he can ever heal of the trauma. He's just saying, look, I'm here, hello. It's not good. He's saying, look, I've been there. Don't leave that talk about virginity alone. That's what he's saying. Someone said Israel needs therapy. Very funny man. Wahala. Oh God. Virginity can't keep a marriage. No, it can't. That is shocking. Somebody said Israel no normal butty weary. Israel is literally everywhere. Listen, I think we're getting the lessons, right? We're getting the lessons. Your righteousness, like a filthy rag. It gets real. You're a good woman, you're a good man, you're all of this and that. Go and come back and forth. Are you the only good woman? Are you gooder than the ones inside the divorce court? Yeah, right. There's more to this than common sense. I keep telling y'all. All right? That's all I have to say. And then you start paying attention and you realize, like, you know what? Yeah, probably there is more to this. There's more to this. All right? We want a taste of virginity, or wahala. You've never had a taste of virginity. Let's not go there. Let's leave that side alone. Okay, but look at this thing here. Celebrity couples who waited until marriage to have sex. These ones were not virgins. this one, if you're going to give the credit of self-control to anyone, this will be them. They are the born-again virgins. They chose to be celibate, kind of like when you choose to go and fast. A sereni, kind of like when you choose to discipline your system, your urges, right? Because you already know what it tastes like, right? I would give the credit of self-control. Okay, I will give the credit of self-control. If I also give it to anyone, I would definitely give it to these ones. You feel me? Okay, and I will give the honorable thing, just holding off while you have also peer pressure. I can give that to virgins, but not self-control. Right? So we have, of course, Sierra and Russell Wilson. A lot of modern men consider this to be lame. How dare you wait for a woman who is an after B1, I mean, what they call it, a single mother? How dare you give your body to her like that? Anyway, Justin Bieber. Is this Justin Bieber? Justin and Hailey Bieber. That is interesting. I never knew that. No, more like I never expected it.
I never expected it.
All right, so Justin Bieber, that's nice. Tim Tebow and Demi Lee Peter. I don't know these ones, but that's good for them. They're good-looking people. They've clearly exercised some self-discipline there, right? Discipline and patience, somebody said, right? Jordan Sparks and Dana Isaiah. I kind of always suspected Jordan Sparks was that kind of person. That's good for her, right? Hilary Duff and Mike Comrie. Okay, so all these numbers, I don't know if they're still married or they're not longer married. I don't know. Okay, there's some of them we're going to see in a minute here. I don't know what these ones are to, all these white people. Danielle and Kevin Jonas. Okay, that's nice. They also waited the wait till marriage. All right, Carrie Underwood and Mike Fisher. They also waited. Okay, now some people will you become a person of a certain age, you just choose to quote unquote do things according to a plan, right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna wait it out, we're going to get to know each other, follow somebody's plan. Doesn't have to be a perfect plan, but you follow somebody's plan. What you're practicing is intentionality, right? Hopefully you're also doing that from a place of emotional intelligence, because without that it's nonsense. Okay, but the point is that you're following somebody's plan, you're being intentional about it, right? When you become a person of a certain age, I think that's necessary in life. Just like you would do anything in life, anything that's worthwhile, anything that you want it to last a lifetime. Now these ones, particularly Pastor Devon Franklin, he's a pastor, wrote a whole book along with his ex-wife Megan Good. Sadly, that marriage is now in the poto. Yeah, sorry. That's life. Okay. Anyway, this one's, yeah, that marriage is also, no. It's not funny. Okay. But Nick Cannon had since moved on, obviously to practice all type of different intentional practices. Let's shout out to Mariah Carey. She's still beautiful, by the way. Of course, Tamara Mowry and Adam Huxley. No, not Tia, the twin sister. Those ones are still married. Okay, so it looks like if I was to suspect, most of these people are still married. So if you were to use numbers, being intentional, okay, about your relationship can benefit greatly, right? Not virginity. That's a different story entirely, okay? Now, virginity can fall in the same category, but it's just that most people that are virgins like that, I don't know if they even know what they're doing yet to be able to be that intentional, but God help us all. The point is that when you're intentional is the key thing there, okay? That's the key issues here. But let's come back to the chat. I see you guys are already going Good at it. Here, let's see. You have to go to the basket to understand why Chidima is dragging me over. No, I saw some of it. I just tired. I saw some of it, but I missed that part of Auntie B show because I was in and out of the show. Davido just they collect wife up and down wahala. Yes, Uriah's wife Nabasheba, mother of King Solomon. I didn't know that. I never expected it. Never saw that coming.
I never expected it.
Let's see, but with his boobs, not good Ola, gooder NSC. You like them a lot. Which one did you like? The Megan Good and Devon Franklin? Which one? Kevin Samuel spoke so much against it, especially when the person already has a child. I'm like, Houseway against what? What did he speak against?
Houseway.
What did he speak against specifically? I missed that. That's the perfect analogy, MOP. Self-control is like fasting. Yes, that's more like it. I know what food tastes like. I chose to not taste food for a few hours. Okay, how many of you have done 3 days before? 3 days biri fasting. How many? Born one. How many people have done 3 days fasting before? Is he not an American footballer? I can see it with some of them. Tim Tebow, surprised MOP does not know him. I don't watch sports, so that's probably why. Unless you're extremely popular, but I know that name. You know what? You're right. I should know that name as a sport at least. But no, I don't watch sports. Megan was not good shied. He was not a good shied. No, it didn't align. That's the issue. It didn't align. We could have predicted, but I didn't want to predict that because I like them together. It would have been a perfect story that lasted a long time. But that's all good. Life no be anybody's mates. MOP already told us he's not into sports. Yeah. Sorry, gracious greatness. What's up, brother? All right, so no Ciara and her husband. Okay, Ciara and her husband, you like them together? All right, thank you. Shout out to that £10 from Gracious Greatness. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that. That goes a long way. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Somehow I could have suspected, I don't know why, because I don't even know what D looks like. She's a heavy supporter of this platform. I could have predicted that you've done 3 days with me. I have done 3 days before, okay, and I did it as a teenager too, and I could see that no one here, some of these people have never fasted for 3 days before. Some of them will come around and tell us they are virgins with self-control later on. I need the sound, please. I need that sound right now, okay? Yeah, thank you. MOP has done 30 days fasting before. No, not 30 days. Three. I've done 3 days, and it was very hard all the way to second day. By the time I went through the half of the second day, it was bliss. It was a beautiful experience. You should try it. You guys should try it. Make sure there's a purpose behind it, not just for the sake of doing it. All right. Kevin Samuel basically said single moms have no right to expect celibacy from a man in a relationship. Basically, only virgins can expect it. Well, he's talking about expectations. The key word there is expectations, right? No, I would definitely, if there's an expectation you listed somewhere, I would definitely need to. I would look at you sideways like.
Are you playing? What type of playing is this? This is playing. Why
Yeah, I would definitely be looking at you sideways like celibacy. Okay, but I think again the celibacy as a again, you can't put, even in general, you can't put the expectation on people. But if you guys are talking at that level and you gel and it's the thing that comes up, why not? But the number one in all of this is emotional intelligence. Nothing beats it. Okay, and I don't mean just because you know how to read other people's emotions and call them narcissists. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. I've only done 1 day and I felt so proud. Yes, that's good. I think everybody should try. But anyway, the virginity matter, let me say one thing on this. Virgins and Mary and marriages. Listen, I don't know at this point, it's 2024. I don't know if there's any correlation. I don't know. Okay. Okay, it's just too many factors. Okay, driven particularly by emotions over a period of time. What you practice before you enter the marriage is like, you know, like old story. Okay, because there's a lot of people that turn this to expectations when they enter marriage. Me, that you took my virginity. You're like, I took your virginity. What about my own? I'm a firewood, Abby. So I don't see the correlation between successful marriages and virgins. I'm sure somebody's going to read history to us, all the people that did it in the Bible. That's okay. That's fine. But I don't see a direct, at least I don't see a direct correlation. Okay. And if you're pulling any kind of stats or studies, there's a good chance that studies are old. They're very, very old, and they're not applicable to the context in which we're discussing right now. Okay. With that being said, I think being a virgin is a honorable thing. I think the key there is that take your time. If you've never tasted it before, and we're talking about young people now, young people under 25, you've never tasted it, but you're looking forward to that day. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no rush. Take your time, you know. Now, after 25, we might have other issues we need to talk about. Okay, it's not that you're waiting for marriage. It's not that. Okay, I'm not saying that after 25, if you can see in sight that you have a journey, you're looking forward to marriage or something, but 25 is ringing, 30 is ringing, 35 is ringing, 40 is ringing, and you're a virgin, and it's not like you chose. Now there's certain type of people, they call them asexual. They're not interested. I'm not talking about those people, but you're actually interested. You look forward to it, but something is not hitting. There's a conversation that needs to be had if that's something that you actually look forward to. Okay, again, to be clear, for those ones in the back, we're not talking about those that have chosen that they're not interested or they have no interest in it. You know, that's a different story entirely. Okay, all right, so let's see. Yes, so has to be calculated. He has to calculate the virginity and payback if they break up. Wahala. I did 3 in Igbo land, Anambra, right? Exactly. I did 3 days dry fasting when they told me I possess Jesus. Not that one. We need one that you did out of a place of free will. Free will, not to. Oh my God. When they told you that you possess what? Please, brother, who tell Juju to send Chioma's virginity back with interest.
Are you playing? What type of playing is this? This is playing. Why
do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. We have some more stuff to talk about. Let me know your thoughts about this virginity and marriage thing. You disagree, you agree? Which parts do you agree with the most? Which part do you disagree with the most? Or you're indifferent? I would like to know in the comments, in the chats later on, and I'll be back. Check out this next segment. Check out this next segment.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Welcome back. So somebody was saying that marriages work better in the abroad, except let's talk about JAPA. You know, every now and then we have to talk about JAPA marriages, right? We have to stay on top of that. Marriages work better in the abroad, except when this happens to you. Before we talk about the exception, do you agree, yes or no, true or false, that marriages work better in the abroad? Call it blanket statement, call it whatever you want, but do you agree with that statement at all, that marriages work better in the abroad? Let me know. I'm coming to the chat. I want to see what you guys are talking about. Do you agree, true or false? Marriages work better in the abroad than in Niger. Let's use Niger or Africa, wherever you come from, or Jamaica. Marriages work better in the abroad. All right. Somebody had something to say about this, and I'm gonna play a video, and then we can talk more about this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's hear what she has to say.
Have anyone noticed something about marriages in the abroad? that even if you don't want it to work, the system will help you for it to work. Now, if your marriage is doing before you left your home country and then you came to the abroad, the chances of your marriage doing is 100%, because here, if you no agree, they go agree for you. Now you see that what they say, one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. If you come here and you and your husband, you and your partner, you and your wife, you people are not together in terms of, like all these typical Nigerian men, they want to have properties, they will have it on their name, on their own. Here, they will make you to have it with your partner by fire, by force. In fact, singles, how are you guys doing it? Because people who are single in this country, it's kind of, sometimes it's very difficult. That's why you see people partner and live together, like so that they can be able to save. If your marriage is not working in your home country, the likelihood that when it comes here, it will not work is 100%. But you see here, marriages last more. There are people in this country, in this abroad, that their marriage is working more than ever. Their marriage is working very well. In fact, even if you take them to Nigeria, say it may not really work, but here, it will work. Imagine as a man, you go to work, you come back, you take care of the children, you give them food. You even make food for your wife as she's coming back from night job. You see, in Nigeria, the moment a man comes back from work, he will go and drink. And before you know it, he will say, Mama Nkechi, where is my food? They will give you food, you go and sleep. But here, it's not like that too. You even see a man that the wife just gave birth, he will be the one doing omugo. He will be the one doing omugo. Unlike back home in Nigeria, have you even seen space safe to see your child? You even be dragging, please, where is my child? Because people will be trooping in and out to come and take care of that child. You see, marriages work here. If your marriage no work here, then your village people sit on your matter. Have anyone noticed?
All right, pop quiz. True or false? I have two questions for now. True or false? Let me see. Chidima said, I disagree. Each location presents different pressures that test the marriage. Good point. Fair point. Film Girl says, maybe because I think Western women feel more supported and empowered. Okay, so you're saying true or false? Marriages work better in the abroad. Which one are you saying? Shout out to Gracious Greatness says, I no grief for anybody. All right, thank you. All right, these rundown people are oppressing us with super chats. Oh, rundown people. Okay, the rundown people are expressing. Matcham now. Let's go there today. Please, where are our American Odogu? Anyway, here's the thing. I didn't get enough. Let me see. I think Film Girl is saying true, kind of, sort of, maybe because it gets support. Listen, a lot of people would disagree that that blanket statement, marriages work better in the abroad. It's like they will quote the divorce rate at you. Like, are you okay?
Are you stupid? Are you mad?
What about the stats, right? The rate shows that the divorce rates are higher in the abroad, in the Western world, than in the village. What do you mean? Right? So they would remind you that even though there's no real stats in Nigeria to support all the marriages that are inside of. Is there any real stats in Nigeria? I know we probably have some stats in Ikoyi. All those marriages in the Potopoto, that's not being. They didn't even record the marriage in the first place. Data recordation in the Potopoto. Oh Lord. Everybody's just quoting all kind of data. No marriage, no divorce. Like What number are you quoting exactly? Right? Some people will say, well, in Saudi Arabia, all those girls that cover their face, none of them are divorcing their husbands at 70% divorce escape rate. Struggle. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. But I want to react to what this lady said, word for word. True or false? Marriages work better in the abroad. I don't know. Abroad as against what? When people make blanket statements or generalized statements in either direction, even if you are trying to support me, I might call your bluff. Okay? Because if you're not giving me a frame of reference, some kind of percentage, I'm like, wait, huh? What are you talking about? Right? So if you're making a statement, that's why, like, with respect to what? With respect to Ikoyi or to Akure or to Cairo, what are you talking about? Work better in the abroad as against what? The rest of the world? In what respect? Work in, like, what is the baseline? What do you call good marriages? How are you measuring that? You know? If you don't, hey baby, welcome back. I'm live. All right, so what are you talking about? Right? And I think Film Girl was already yielding to that small when she said Film Girl, also Chidima was saying each location presents different pressures. I think she was yielding. You guys have been paying too much attention to me. Because me, it's not just about you chose one side or the other. Like, no, let's dig it a little bit deeper. Because now you're going to take one person's blanket statement, run with it, and think you can carbon copy paste it on your relationship. And if you do that, you will collect. Okay, if you do that, you will collect. Case by case, situation by situation. What are the variables? We need to know what the variables are. And I think Film Girl was yielding to that. And I also think, let's see, somebody just said something. There you go. Chinye just said there are different variables. There's literally 2,000 plus times multiplied by 1 million different neurons and variables. And like, what are you talking about? Kilo mean? I used to be frustrated, but I just calmed down. I used to be frustrated, like what? How? Sway? What do you mean? You know me, by marriage works in the abroad. Right? So we can't say that, but let's dive into what she's saying. She might have some points there. Okay. We shall see. Listen, this guy is just here to just oppress us today, but I'm here for it, I'm here for it. So, see, that's what you get. That's what you get. Gracious Grainer, your peeps are the Odoguo. See, where's Bro Ben when you need him? He go drop dollars. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think I see another one coming. Wait, what? Natu, my G, thank you, Natu. I appreciate you. London people, let us brief. I beg, do not suffocate us. Where is my other? You know what? This is let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Remember the one we used to play? The one that we used to play. I missed that so much now suddenly. Oh my god. Let me see if I can find it. That would be sweet now if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Guess what time it is, right? Somebody said they haven't seen this kind of smile on MOP's face in a long time. Yeah, before. I do all this work before, uncle. I beg. Relax, we'll continue the lesson in a second. Let me play this legendary sound. All right, welcome back. Let's get back to the business. Look at that. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. See, that's Chinye. Just for you, Chinye. I will play that legendary one again. Yeah, all right, that was a nice one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for that one. So let's dig in a little bit deeper into this auntie's video and see what she's saying. She might have some point in there. We'll see.
Something about marriages in the abroad, that even if you don't want it to work, the system will help you for it to work.
Even if you don't want it to work, the system will help you to make it work.
You think so? You're wise.
You doing what?
How? How's
Sweat.
that is the falsest thing ever. Thank you again for the £20, my brother. Thank you. The first statement, I really want to agree with that, but even if you don't want it to work, the system will help you to make it work. For where? If you don't want it to work, it's already not working. Okay, you already collected shege inside of that situation. You can see through. Could it work if you don't want it to work? What are you talking about, lady?
Now, if your marriage is doing before you left your home country and then you came to the abroad, the chances of your marriage doing is 100%, because
that's a fact. That one is true.
Yeah, if you no agree, they go agree for you.
That statement is profound. Wait. She said, if you no agree, they go agree for you. That is a profound statement. If you can't figure it out, when the court comes into your matter, they will agree with. They will first of all give you a mediator. They say, you don't agree. Okay, here's a mediator. Try it again. Okay, they will agree for you if you don't agree. That is profound. Oh, thank you so much for the $20, Natu. Thank you. I appreciate that. We nitpick the words because these words are very, very powerful. People tend to take what suits them. They will listen to it. They will take that little bit that satisfies them. They will run with it and turn it to a generalized statement. That's why I nitpick all of the words. You know, see one side I said no, stop, will it work? The second part, that's a reality. If you no agree, then go agree for you. Let's continue.
Now you see that what they say: one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. If you come here and you and your husband, you and your partner, you and your wife, you people are not together in terms of, like all these typical Nigerian men, they want to have properties, they will have it on their name, on their own. Here, they will make you to have it with your partner by fire, by force.
Now, I'm not sure if they force you to put the name of your spouse on a house, but it doesn't matter. The point she's making there is that united front. That's the point. That's the main point that she's making there, and she's absolutely correct about that. If you don't have united front, could it work? Okay, I don't think it can work in Nigeria either, but especially in the abroad, it cannot work. In Nigeria, you can patch and everybody call themselves husband and wife and think they're actually husband and wife. I guess you can do that, but it's not going to. You'll be exposed here. in the Western world, and you should be exposed, because that other life is a low quality lifestyle that you're just calling, But who are you to call it low quality lifestyle? See, who they here when your wife come, they complain on the internet. I beg, stop. And you too, ladies. Okay, a lot of people are living fake marriage life, and they are actually tampering with other people's life, aka children, when they do that. Let's keep going.
In fact, singles, how are you guys doing it? Because people who are single in this country, it's kind of sometimes it's very difficult. That's why you see people partner and live together, like so that they can be able to save. If your marriage is not working in your home country, the likelihood that when it comes here, it will not work is 100%. But you see here, marriages last more. There are people in this country,
They hear about marriage's last point. I'll give her a pass. It's false, but I'll give her a pass. The overall message is given is that if your marriage is shaky or in Nigeria, it probably will scatter here. Okay, that's the reality. Okay, and just because you didn't know it was shaky does not mean it wasn't shaky. Okay, because people are like, what do you mean it was shaky? It's just this woman. They come here and they start becoming proud and all this kind of stuff. Bros, listen to me carefully. Just because you didn't know your marriage was shaky does not mean it was not shaky. Listen, I'm on your side. Listen to me carefully. Just because you didn't know that your marriage was not shaky does not mean it was not shaky. Ask me how, swear, then I can explain, okay? If you're not asking questions, you're close-minded, and that alone by itself is a sign that you have a shaky marriage, okay? Let's keep going.
Abroad, that their marriage is working more than ever. Their marriage is working very.
She's saying she knows people, which doesn't make the statistics. That's why we shouldn't bring statistics or generalize. She can just say, I know people that their marriages are working. And that's more than enough for anybody who have not made up their mind that marriages don't work. If they have made up their mind that marriages don't work, these modern women are just terrible, don't go there and be trying to convert them. Will it work? They're speaking from their own experience too. Okay, it is what it is. Now, if you're already in that situation, you need help. You need coaching. You can sign up for coaching at manofprestige.com. But if you are not in that situation and you go there and you try to change that person that told you that marriage is a scam, you better believe them. To that person, marriage will remain a scam. Because remember, she said, which I agree with, if you don't agree, they will agree you. It's not just in Yankee, by the way. Just the law of the universe, the way law of attraction works. You attract what you fear the most. If that's what your reality is, even if it's inside your brain, it will come to manifestation. Eventually, somehow, some way, it will align with your reality. Let's keep going.
In fact, even if you take them to Nigeria, say it may not really work, but here, it will work. Imagine as a man, you go to work, you come back, you take care of the children, you give them food. You even make food for your wife as she's coming back from night job. You see, in Nigeria.
See, what she just said is not to be internalized just into those specifics. The main point in that is that if you're supportive, however way, whatever support means in your relationship, uniquely into your relationship. Support means different things in everybody's relationship, but support is a principle across the board. If one of the spouses, one of the partners don't feel support, nothing's going to work, right? But the key thing is that they need to feel like they're being supported. They need to feel like they're being heard. They're validated by you. You don't need other people outside to be validating your partner for you. That's problems, right? But if they feel like, but they shouldn't be that needy, I know, but they like it. They enjoy it better. It produces good fruit when they feel validated by you, right? So if they feel heard, feel seen, validated by you, supported by you, whatever that looks like in your relationship, then it will last, honestly, anywhere. Okay. Let's keep going.
The moment a man comes back from work, he will go and drink. And before you know it, you will say, Mama Nkechi, where is my food? They will give you food, you go and sleep. But here it's not like that too.
And Mama Nkechi, after she becomes a mother-in-law, will now tell you, that's how I did it. You too, you should do it. And I keep warning you guys, please stop comparing yourself. Ladies, you stop comparing yourself to our mothers. Just like your husbands should stop comparing you to their mothers. Stop comparing yourself to your mothers and saying that they suffer head. No, you don't know that. You're saying that in your own context. In their own context, it was what it was. And sometimes they come back after it, they come and preach it to you and say you should practice the same thing. And you turn around and say, well, we're in the feminine world or feminist world and they suffered. No, you are misinterpreting that completely. They had their own reality. In your own reality, you wouldn't want to repeat that. Granted, that's fine. Just say that, right? But don't, if you interpret like they just suffer, you're going to miss the most important part of the ingredient in some of these lessons, which is emotional intelligence, social intelligence, being intelligent enough to understand your surrounding, your context, and don't compare it to other context. Because if you're doing that, you're no different from the man who is trying to carbon copy paste 1960s lifestyle on you. You're not really different if you're doing that. Just leave our mothers alone, okay? Leave them alone. Don't internalize their pain. Focus on your own. Learn how this stuff here works, right? Learn the principles that are evergreen. There are some principles that are evergreen since across generation to place. There are some principles like that. And then learn how to apply it to your own unique situation, all right? Let's keep going.
You even see a man that the wife just gave birth, he'll be the one doing omugo. He'll be the one doing omugo.
She's
like
funny.
Back home in Nigeria. Have you even seen space safe to see your child? You even be dragging, please, where is my child? Because people will be trooping in and out to come and take care of that child. You see, marriages work here. If your marriage don't work here, then your village people sit on your matter.
Now, the reason why I kind of push against that part is there are men that are doing all of those things and they're not happy in their relationship. Okay? In fact, they're walking on eggshells and they don't know. They really want to make their wife happy, and they heard this kind of lady talk about just wash her pata and then that's support and then she'll be fine. And then he's been washing pata, wash plates, take care of the baby and stuff, but they're arguing day and night. And then they're wondering, wait, I've done everything that you modern people say we should do, but it's never enough. There are tons of men and divorces from that kind of situation. You know why? Because they never really took the time to understand the principles at a deeper level that works. Right? They just trying to take what happens in other people's marriages, they paste it on their own situation, and then, you know, the reality is that that's not necessarily what your particular wife may not be asking for, that specific things. Hence, the whole point of 5 love languages. Some people like acts of service. That's what speaks to them. And some people, you're doing all the acts of service, but your mouth is like a little weapon as a whole grown man. And then you're wondering what happened. See, you haven't taken the time to really learn what's going on there. But let me come to the chat. Pardon my manners. Shout out to that young lady on Instablog Nigeria for good content. No, that one is true. Let me see. Let's say this year we know they agree for anybody. Let's see. It reminds me of Bazaar back home. Cap. She's called it Cap. Nobody forces you to have joint assets. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but we're just gonna let that slide, right? What is happening today? I'm happy for MOP. See money, see money. My brother is here. The Odogus are here representing. That's why. Thank you so much, brotherly. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, you guys are just said someone asked for Odogu and the money's rained from the skies. I told you. I give up. Oh, I no one collect again. Since NATO is sending dance assassins free meal. Thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. I should put on a show and come and do family meeting between Gracious Greatness and Natu. How many people are up for that? A family meeting between Natu and Gracious Greatness, like the one we did yesterday between Brother Ben and Film Girl. Let's see here. But it looks like he has a direct thing with Natu. I don't think it concerns me. Abi, he knows my don. Wahala. And there are men happily doing it in Nigeria. She is speaking to people for whom these are their expectations for a marriage. She might not have all the words. Fair point. Yep. So again, just make sure you study your situation, right? manage your expectations. Let me steal Marriott's words, right? Manage your expectations, right? Manage your own expectation first and give your partner the freedom to express their own expectations. If you don't give them the freedom to express their own expectations, that expectation still need to be expressed because that person is a human being, right? They will walk on eggshells, they will build in resentments, and eventually it will be bad for you. Okay? And a lot of people are in very, very bad situation. Sometimes it's too late, sometimes there is help. All right, so let's just be careful with how we handle relationships out there. There's a lot of nuances to it. When you listen long enough, you can finish my sentences for me. Trust me on that. Okay. Yes, so MOP, I'm down for the family meeting. I need to know what's going on. I'm down. No, not to. Let's just leave that. Okay. Stop. No, not the type. Okay. But some kind of family meeting. I think we can do that. So it will now depend on who can support Natu, right? And who's going to support Gracious Greatness, right? I think that's going to be a fun show to do, right? I will just be playing, oh, I love me every second. How much fun would that be? Anyway, so marriages work better in the abroad. Overall, false. But I get the point she's making, you know. If you want it to work, right? If you're intentional, the systems will support you financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. But as an ingredient there, you have to want it too. Okay? No, you. I'm not talking about your both should. I'm talking about you. See, and you notice I don't do you both should. No, I don't do that. Because I talk about seduction here. I don't do you both should. Okay? You are a bona fide, good old big boy, big girl. If you manage to get that person to marry you, you have powers that you have not connected to. Okay, you can seduce your partner you can influence them. That's what I'm saying. There are skills to learning how to influence a person that's sleeping with you every night. You just have to learn how to. Okay, if you get stuck on both of you should, you will end up in competition, and you know how that works. Any marriage, romantic relationship where you are busy competing with each other directly or indirectly, you will end up straight in the poto. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications, and yeah, check out this next segment. Check this out.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. I'm looking for my story. Where is my story, yo? That's a story that I had saved that I'm looking for. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Let's see. All right, so if you look at the title, marriage advice parents gave Solomon Buchi's fans. There's a story I'm looking for. While I'm looking for that, let me ask you guys a question. What is the best marriage advice that you've gotten from your parents? Anyone can go first in the chat. What are the best marriage what are the marriage advices, not best? What are the marriage advices that you got from your parents? Right? What is the number one marriage advice that you got from your parents? That's what we're looking into right now. Let me find this thing while I'm looking for that. I thought I saved it, but apparently I didn't. Apparently I did not. All right. But some of these people are giving us, they have the conversations going already. So we might as well just leverage them. Jesus Christ, what is going on here? Does slap his account or something? Oh God, where is this story? Was it deleted or something? Sometimes stories get deleted, very seldom. Okay, I found it. I don't know why it's hiding that far away, but I found it. What are the best or the number one marriage advice that you got from from your parents. That's what I want to talk about for the next segment. And then let's assess them. You know, our parents, Yoruba people, so tomode ba lasho ju agbalagba lo, kò lè ní àkísà ju àgbàlagbà lọ. Okay, these are your influencers. So let's talk about it. Your influencers are your influencers. Let's talk about it. Right? Let's talk about it. All right. Let's see here. That's Solomon Buchi. So he posted something on social media, and the question goes. Here's the question. Hold on 1 second. The question goes. Okay, I've lost it again. Okay, I found it. There you go. All right. What marriage advice did your parents give you? That was the actual question. Okay, there you go. What marriage advice did your parents give you? But before I go into some of the ones that were coming on social media, let me see. Chidima, exactly. What about? That's a way to. You say what about the other person? It's gonna get worse. Once you start doing that, it's just gonna get worse. Unfortunately. I know your natural instincts tells you that maybe both of you should show up equally as 100, 150, 50, and then finally we have a successful marriage. Yeah, right. Chidima says the advice: don't be a financial liability to a man, from my dad. Oh wow, I actually like that. I like that. Pray for him; he will change. Shout out to your dad. Shout out to your dad.
Are you playing? What type of playing is this? This is playing. Why
Shout out to your dad. Pray for him; he will change. Jesus. Now that advice is coming from a good place, okay? But you know what I say here about good intentions now. You know, good intentions for the most part, unfortunately. When it comes to marriage, you need a little bit more. It's good to have good intentions. It's good to be a good person. But you need a little bit more than good intentions. You know, my mom teaching me to take great care of. Chiye says, my mom teaching me to take great care of and serving my husband well when I'm giving him food, type of place, meat, presentation, etc. I think that's a good advice too. Like, give. I say give. Focus on giving, right? Focus on giving. If you get tired of giving, give to yourself. But focus on giving. Please don't remove your attention from giving onto take. If you do that, or if you camouflage it as give and take, that's take you're talking about. You go collect. If you get tired of giving, maybe you feel like the other person is not reciprocating, I understand. Start giving to yourself. Focus back on yourself. You're basically depleted. You're drained. You've lost yourself. You haven't taken care of yourself in a long time. That's what that means. Ola, please, these are their influencers. Okay, not your. These are so Buchi is not your influencer. Look at him on a yellow background now. This got to be your influencer now. Letting him know things that you like, boundaries, not to cross from the very beginning. All right, that one is coming from a good place too. But sometimes what they mean by that is low tolerance, and that's not good. Sometimes, not all the time. What people, not just your parents, but in general, when people say boundaries, what they're talking about is low tolerance, you know, or their own idea of standards that may be, there's usually some kind of limitations based off of their own outlook. People that lack the skill of active listening would also use the language boundaries a lot. So I would be very, very careful with that. I do think boundaries, if defined properly, is a healthy thing. Okay. Toby and Tribe says, marriage is a school. You are there to learn. My mom, yes. Ilé ọkọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ni. Here's the thing. The caveat to that is that that's true for all of us. All of us. Not just women. All of us. But it's kind of like when you say happy wife, happy life. That actually means in this, it's not just happy wife, okay? It just means when your spouse is happy, you are probably going to have a happy home, happy house. Some people say happy spouse, happy spouse. No, it doesn't rhyme. That's stupid. Leave it alone. Happy wife, happy life, okay? So in the same token, we say ile oko ile eko ni, or rhyme, it rhymes. But honestly, the deeper meaning of that is that when you get into marriage and you want it to work, you better be a student of that game, starting on the day one, not before the marriage, not before the wedding. Right after the wedding, that's when the school starts. Okay, so that's also coming from a great place. I just think a lot of these things need context, because marriage is not our mate. We can't just afford blanket statements. A lot of people are interpreting them as they like. Pick anyone, they are all the same. No, they are not all the same. Jesus. Who said that? Your mom or your dad? Marriott. Ola was not expecting. No, I was not expecting that. That was a lot. Bagava, that far. Welcome. All right, so let's look at some of the comments that some of them were making before we get into the final story of the day. Let's look at some of the comments some of them were making. All right, so on Linda EKG blog, this was some of the comments that people were making. Let's get into it. Somebody said, never marry down. He will choke you with inferiority complex, which may lead to him crippling you to his level in the long run. Imagine somebody who is a parent, your father or your mother, advising you with this advice ahead of going to marriage. Mario said, my mom. Yeah, that would make sense. Pick anyone, they're all the same. I think they usually give that advice when they feel like you're getting older than they would like. So they say, hey, just pick anybody. And don't do that, please. Don't do that. So, okay. This is the part of the other side where I say, your age, just because you're of age, so somebody should do anyhow. You go collect.
Sorry.
All right, let's be careful. Sorry. Let's see. Isamoah says, don't start what you can't finish. Okay, that I can see that how that's a good advice actually. But I would like to know what if my parents advise me, I'd be like, what do you mean? I would like to know more, Marrying down has issues. But never marry down. He will choke you with inferiority complex, which may lead to him crippling you to his level in the long run. So, if you married down, I just think it's a default. You're probably marrying someone at your level emotionally. It might look like it's not your level financially, but there's something about you at an emotional level, which is all that matters, that married that person. Doesn't mean it's your fault, but that's the reality, right? There's something about you. It could be your status at the time, it could be whatever, but something about you connected with, you attract who you are all the time. I'm sorry, I know that doesn't sound good, because it's like an insult. What do you mean? That person is me. You married that person. Okay, what you should ask is that outside of this moral thing that you're maintaining right now, what are the other 2,000 factors that aligned you with that person? That's the question you should be asking. Okay, now are we going to spell out all 2,000? No. By the time I listen to you, if I say 1 or 2 or 3, we will see it. We will discover a lot already, and that will probably be a good place to start from. Just ask questions. Don't marry the one you love. Love the one you marry. I think this is a terrible advice in 2024.
Sorry.
You go collect. I know it makes sense on paper. Don't marry the one you love, because love is not enough. Love the one you marry. You just suddenly start loving that person without loving them first. What are you talking about? It sounds good. It rhymes too. But I don't know about that. Listen, don't marry the one you're in love with. That's what they're trying to say. Like, If you're not in love with that person, if you're not attracted to that person, is what they're trying to say. Just marry them and then grow to love them later. Yeah, maybe in India. Even Indians are kicking against that. Okay? Arranged marriage. Okay. Oh.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
It's okay to say it's not enough to be in love with that person to choose them to marry. It's okay to just spell that out completely. But please don't be advising people to marry anything they're not attracted to, please. Okay, there's somebody that's lame enough who's actually going to try that and then come and say, I don't think I was ever in love with him. Well, they forced me to marry. Like, what? Anyway, so I said, my parents told me, run it as you see it. But if violence is involved, run and don't look back. Okay, I can rock with that. DV is a no. Okay, that I should calm down for my husband. That my husband has the final say in everything. Yes. Hello.
Sorry.
That person is collecting already, and they are trying to help. Have the final say. Now, here's the thing. On paper, that sounds good. But whatever got you into that space where we have to determine who has the final say, listen, as a default, the husband is the head of the household. That's just default. The woman you are teaching this to already knew that. But if something is happening in that marriage that will make us bring this conversation to the surface, say, hey, your husband has the final say. That Baba is collecting 2 already.
Sorry.
That man has lost, she has lost respect for that man, and we're trying to force respect, and there's no respect. And unfortunately, respect must be earned. And it's extremely hard, especially if she's lost respect for you. She can try small. She can dash you some small respect if you can meet her halfway. But usually you will complain that it is not enough. Sorry. Yeah. And then she will retract back to equilibrium and say, I knew it. Could it work? It cannot work. Could it work? Madam, how did you raise your child? Is that what you were doing to your husband? Is that how you raised your daughter? All kind of stuff will come into that conversation that are not relevant. The question should be as simple as, if you have to tell a person that your husband has the final say, she's lost respect for that man. We should ask, what happened? What is going on? Is he not working? Is he not stepping up to the plate? Is he not supportive? Does he have mouth like a lethal weapon? Right? Is he competing with you when it comes to who is going to be right? Does he know how to listen? Or is he busy doing mostly shalaye? Is he like doing coach husband training? Right? What is he like playing video games? Right? When you know that he could do better for himself, do you feel like he's not ambitious enough? Because that will make a woman lose respect for a man too. Just 1 or 2 questions will get her talking, and then before you know, you discover what is actually going on that made you have to say that he has the final say. The reality that he hasn't had final say in a long time. She's pushing back now because she's like, I deserve more. We deserve more. But he's hearing you're disrespectful. Just follow my lead. That she would try. That she can only do that for so long. Or maybe you're just married to a very evil woman. I'm guessing that the evil part is probably not your case. The struggle is real. We don't know what your situation is. We need to ask you a few questions and then we'll get down to the bottom. But the issue is not the final say. She kind of already knows that. Most people kind of know that, okay? But no, it's supposed to be a partnership. Listen. Women don't want that. They don't. They can even say they want it. Ultimately, they want to. What they want to be able to feel safe and secure. Okay, and part of what makes them feel safe and secure is that you yield to them too, right? But okay, if he agrees with you that we're partners, that doesn't solve the problem because he still feels like you're disrespectful. Now he will start walking on eggshells, right? And you're gonna wonder what is going on with this man. Why is he always angry, right? There's so much, like I told you, it's like 2,000 different scenarios. We cannot be generalizing this stuff. We don't know. What I can tell you right now is if you get into a place where your parent is advising you, your husband has the final say, there's a good chance that there's problem again. Now, let's go back to the beginning. Let's say before you got married, they gave you this advice. There's a good chance that your parents are watching you as a teenager. They said this girl's mouth is like a little weapon. She was really a cock baby. Will you be able to stay in a husband? So they're kind of like afraid. They have fear that your mouth is kind of too sharp. Please make sure you yield to your husband, or that could also be that situation. I just wanted to make sure I put that out there before we continue. All right, great. Someone said, marry a man that really loves you. Don't be too fixated on his financial status at the moment. Paraphrased. I actually like that. Okay, now, if somebody is fixated on financial status, that's a red flag. My dad really loved my mom. It was as clear as day. So I guess that's why she makes it a point of duty to remind me about it even on days she wants her grandchildren. Okay, I can rock with that. Somebody said, don't marry any man that can't defend you against his family. That one is a strong one. When they disrespect you, don't marry a man who doesn't have someone that can call him to order. Don't marry a flirt. Even if it's just likable, people just like him. Like sometimes he comes off as a flirt. It's just that he's a likable guy. What's wrong with that? Jesus Christ. You know, a flirt is subjective. It's a subjective thing. Just because you smile too much as the other lady, some people call you a flirt. Anyway, don't marry a man that doesn't fear God. Don't expose your family issues to your husband. This one is loaded though. This one is loaded. Jesus. Let me see. Don't marry any man that can't defend you. That one is tricky because most men, they don't fall out of the skies know that they should defend you against their family. Sometimes it shows up as a very confusing thing to a typical man. It's like you against his family, and they kind of get stuck in the middle until they have somebody with some wisdom, some experience to say, hey, bros, you have to priority your wife first, okay? It doesn't, listen, everybody will fall in place later on. You love all of them equally, but your wife first. Sometimes it takes experience for a man to be able to comprehend that. So I would probably not want to give a young girl that advice before they have to deal with that. I don't know. It depends. What kind of advice do you give a young girl? Because now she's saying don't marry, so she hasn't married yet. They're saying what she should marry or not. Or more, that advice is loaded. Let me just leave it alone. No matter your anger, never refuse your wife's meal. Okay, that's a good one. And there are men that do that. They will refuse the wife's meal. Terrible, terrible idea. It's a bad idea, by the way. Don't do that, gentlemen. Don't do that. Don't say, I'm not going to eat today because you're angry. You might as well just go back into your mama's womb. That's an overgrown adolescent behavior, okay? You're worse than teenagers that are misbehaving. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. You get caught up in your emotions. You are refusing food. It's very common, by the way. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Jesus Christ. So, no matter your anger, never refuse. That's a good advice. If you have to stay late for work or an emergency, keep her posted. That's a good advice. Never assume or involve third parties in your issue. Yes, unless they are professionals. If you need help, seek help. Okay. My mom will always say it is only God that can help you keep your marriage. When you get married, pray continually for wisdom. knowledge to direct your home, and understanding to know your partner and how best to deal with him. The most intelligent can fail in marriage without God. I like that the prayer is focused. I don't like random prayers. Random prayer just because. I actually hate them. Let me be clear what I just said. I don't like random prayer. Like I feel like slapping that person. Like, why are you doing that? What's the purpose? Okay, and Nigerians are very like, actually it's reflex for most of us. Like, watch yourself in church. When you're in church, you just find yourself like, because you're so programmed to do that. Stop. Okay, have a purpose if you're going to pray. I like that prayer point has a purpose behind it, and the purpose is wisdom. Wisdom, powerful wisdom, knowledge to direct your home, and understanding to know your partner. As simple as that sounds, that is a big deal. Shout out to whatchamacallit. Shout out to Solomon Buchi for this question. You know, let me see here. Let's see if we have more. Don't tell a man your past secrets. Hey, wait. Let me go back to the top. My wife should become my next after God. I like that. So the lames are going to come here and say, no, my mother first. Wait. My wife should become my next after God. In priority is in priority. In life, as a man, you're presented with very difficult decisions sometimes. You have to be prepared for that. You don't have to wait until there's crisis and you now feel stuck in the middle. Your wife comes first before your children. United front. If you have small crack inside that wall, the devil will come right through it. It's not common sense. Just know that and know peace, okay? Hearing this as a child, beginning to make more sense daily. Yes, it might not make sense to you the younger, the lamer you are, but over time, it will make sense. If you want to gather sense anyway, you know. So this person says, don't tell a man your past secrets. He'd use it against you. If you have to tell him your past secrets, yeah, he might use it against you. If you have to tell him, like a strong man, a man who is competent, if you tell too much secret, he will actually be like, please, I don't want to know that. He will actually tell you that, babe, I love you the way you are. Please don't tell me anymore, right? But if you sit down there and just soaking in it, yes, he will use that against you. Just so you know, okay? And they'll come back and tell me like, all men do that. No, the men you chose did that, okay? And there's enough of them to go around. Of course, I won't take of them, LOL, because I intend love and be one. Or I won't take any one of them because I intend love and be one with my husband in every sense. When I do, no. Don't. There's certain. That's why. Oh, transparency and trust. When Brother Ben was saying transparency, I was like, okay, yes, let's take that in as a general, okay. But let's gather sense. There's timing and there's wisdom. Wisdom is the most powerful of all of them because there's some information that people are not prepared for. And you call it trust and transparency. There's nuances to these things. Okay? Case by case by case by case. You can think about that further as much as you want. Because I intend to love, okay, God, when I do get married, I'll be to man that fears God, so I wouldn't have to worry about hiding anything. It's not about hiding anything, it's about wisdom. That prayer with the wisdom one is the greatest. It's about wisdom. That person is the one that has the wisdom, okay? Don't marry a woman from a home that the mother is in control, not the father. See, that's a very, very stupid advice. That's just your observation from the outside. You might also be interpreting what's going on with limited or your myopic views, thinking the woman is controlling. By the way, that could be that man applying wisdom. That is a very, very stupid advice. Never tolerate a cheating partner. No, you should not tolerate a cheating partner. That's a good one. Put God first. Pray. Get married to a God-fearing man. Be submissive. Great. That's nice. Let's give that a little. In reality, he will have to earn that submission. Marriage isn't about sex. Okay.
You doing what?
Let's see where this is going. Marriage isn't about sex. Marriage is about cooking and cleaning. What? What do you mean? Anyway, this person said, don't marry a woman from a woman. Don't marry a woman from a home that the mother is in. Okay, where they said that? Yeah, that's the same slide. So as you can see, there is no space in this house. Don't pack your things and say you want to come back. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's an advice given to a woman. Thankfully, I've had no reason to do so, but they've been so supportive to me and hubby for the past 10 years. Yes, sometimes people say that. Don't overthink it. I would say don't overthink it. Sometimes parents will just say that because it's just a talking point, but some people internalize that and they will stay there, and yes, a dangerous move. Anyway, let's do this. Let me see how far we've gone. We covered a lot. Jesus. What is going on? There's still battles going on here. Wait. Am I missing something? No. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I found it. There you go. Okay, so let's continue from the comments we had before. Yes, she thought I was getting old and menopause would catch me at 33. Yeah, that's where that comes from usually. At 33. She said, how sway? Yeah, our parents get concerned. They get concerned very quickly when it comes to that, One of our younger friends who was 41 hit early menopause. I ignore 70% of what she says. Yeah, because they're coming from a different era entirely. Igbos do this a lot as well. They make people, but they don't force them. You have to have basic attraction before you say yes. Love that. Attraction, just basic. Like, yes, do you like him? Yes, I like him. Come on! We need to get that at first, okay? Please. One of my former friends got matched with a beautiful nurse in New York, but he said he wasn't attracted. I think he regrets it. Dating is very hard in the city. Yeah, nah, let's not do that. Well, as Allah says, anything from fear could work. Anything from fear could work. That's Chidima. Listen, I have another level of respect for you. Could work? Well, it didn't marry her and be cheating. If you know there's any talking point that I say a lot that you're mastering, please post it in the backstage for me, because I would like to make some t-shirts of some sort. Give me ideas, some t-shirts that we can, put out there, a little some stuff, or even potentially book titles. Thank you so much if you do that for me. Well, he didn't marry her and be cheating due to lack of attraction. It's easier for women to love a man that is good to her than the other way around. That's a good point, film girl. Okay, because when a woman feels like a man can take care of her, that can translate to everything else. Okay, all right, so that's actually more of a primitive thing and is real. Oh, maybe he was an Israel that wanted a virgin who is a small girl. But at the time, I think it was because his dad introduced to someone controlling dad, plus she was financially secure and he wasn't. There was a mental block from day one. These are some of the real issues people are dealing with. Maybe now because he started listening to KS. Interesting. Okay, broke man with big ego syndrome. The girl dodged bullet. He was intimidated from day one. Gotta be careful with all that kind of stuff. Even if it's an interpretation, is dangerous. If one person interprets you as you are intimidated from day one, even if that's not your intention, it's just as dangerous. It's just as dangerous. Yeah. He had a KS to be broke and big ego syndrome. He had KS to the broke and big ego syndrome. Wahala. The guy should have chosen the struggle. Yeah. Listen, because again, no matter how good Kevin Samuel was, the kind of people he was attracting will only listen to the thing that rubs their nerves, and that's a very dangerous thing, He's settled now, but yes, he is now an ex-friend, ego and KS. The same thing goes for me too here. People would listen to the side that hit their nerves. That's why I stay saying self-awareness. Don't turn what I'm saying into a religion. Make sure you understand the concept behind it with real life examples, case studies. Okay, that's why I use the trendy topics. I don't want to just talk out of my ass. Trendy topics, real life examples that we can assess. Before we cover one or two or three, you will start getting some of the nuances. He's settled now, but yes, he's now an ex-friend. Ego and KS don't. Yes, a bad idea. Random prayer don't collect. Yes, so. Straight bullet, straight. He started taking shots. Wait. You unfriended him, but why? He taking shots at me about being old at 31, calling women bitter, and he treated me badly when I visited his city. No more agony. Auntie, yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yep. Definitely block people like that. She said, what? Sex don't collect. I know, right? I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? Who is our class captain? Film girl. Is Film girl our class captain? No, it's between you, Film girl, Chinye, Natu, and Brother Ben. And Gracious Greatness is not engaged enough. He's there, but he's not engaged enough. Gracious Greatness don't collect. Anyway, so let's do this. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. See how far are we? Oh, not bad. Because I'm actually not looking at the time today because I'm live today. Okay, but do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. But I want you to check out this next segment. Yeah, check out this next segment.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.
You are watching a master at work.
Hello, you look really beautiful. Yeah, wait, hold on, sorry.
Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. You guys heard that noise, right? Random noise. Alright, so I'm trying to load the page. Actually, I had to stop it abruptly. Let me share my page again. Let's go into TikTok. We're talking about Joy Edjeren, JJ Bunny. They call that JJ Bunny. She's her Teesa Reesa's Juju Nollywood theory on how marriages scatter. Who is this person we're talking about? Let me show you what we're talking about first. Pardon me. I was never expecting that segment was gonna come so soon, but we are here. Okay. For some of you might not know who Teesa. Anybody remember Teesa Reesa? JJ Bunny is a young lady in yellow behind her. Okay. So Teesa Reesa was a young lady who some few months ago told us the long 50-part story. I watched all of that. She was extremely better at storytelling than Auntie JJ Bunny. JJ Bunny, her storytelling needs I don't know. Maybe it could be the accent too. I don't know. After like 2-3 videos, I just started. I don't know. There's something, Sha. I don't think it was the accent because I actually enjoyed her when she was doing movies. I knew her. I enjoyed her movies back then. She's a young lady. She was very young at the time. She just started producing a bunch of movies with the Majid Michael or Michelle. I don't know. That's his name or something like that. The Ghanaian actor. And then Van Vick, those guys from back then. Ransom Noah, I guess they're still relevant now, she was, wherever she was getting money and just pouring money into producing a lot of movies. This was all in the mid 2000s, I think, like way back. And then she suddenly disappeared from the movie scenes. Now, I don't watch a lot of Nigerian movies, but my wife does watch a lot of Nigerian movies. So I see them in passing, and sometimes I might just sit tight and just watch one with her, So my wife is a Nollywood fan. Like back when there was VCDs, DVDs, she will carry VCDs. One of the bags. Let's leave that story. Let's talk about JJ Bunny. So her stage name at the time was JJ Bunny. Her actual name is Joy Edjeren. Did I pronounce that right? Edjeren. All right. Shout out to Film Girl. She said, Natu for class president, the Odogus of the day. That's what we're going with Natu. Yes. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. All right, all right. So her name, did I pronounce that right? Edjeren. I think so. Edjeren. And what name is that? Is that Benue State or Igbo? She sounds more Igbo to me. But she has a video series that she had been dropping some videos on TikTok, just preaching Jesus, come off as very deeper life-ish in recent times. So she came back out of nowhere, maybe in the last few years or so, and she started preaching deeper life, not deeper life per se, but that style of preaching. Jesus is coming today. Jesus is coming any minute now. Give your life to Jesus Christ. All that. If you know what I mean. So, but Betty, I'm gonna play this video. I'm not gonna go through. There's just one or two quick lessons I want us to get out of this. That's really what I wanted to do. So let's see. That's her right there. That's the girl, right? So she's gonna say a couple of things again, but she did a couple of, you know what? I have some time, a little of time. So, but I'm gonna play maybe the most popular videos. There's one that has like 60,000 views. Okay, there's this one right here. I'm gonna play that, and then we'll talk.
My brother, I didn't listen to my sister. I took the flight. I went to Ghana and met Anthony instead. It's crazy. So,
she's Benin. Thank you.
In the flight, I happened to be sitting next to a pastor, and he was very nice. We talked, and he gave me his church business card and address, and I made a mental note that I will be visiting his church once everything stabilized. Our flight landed, and the pastor helped me with my luggage and everything because I bought.
So we're not gonna have time to get through all of that. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Please don't be the next.
This one is what I wanted to play. Okay, this last lesson is about 8 minutes long. This is the last lesson of the 60-part series that she gave, and the advice that she gave is what shocked me. Okay, the advice that she gave is what shocked me. Okay, the advice is around how marriages scatter. When she married, why marriage scatter? After she told the story, she dated. She flew down to Ghana to go and meet some random producer. She seemed like she was finessed out there, but she's blaming all of it on the devil and the demons and the spiritual attack and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to disagree with that. Okay, but that's not the angle that you want to take to have a good marriage. Okay. My brothers and sisters, listen to me carefully. That demonic angle, you attract what you fear the most. Okay? Try it tonight at 12 midnight. She also made mention of 12 midnight and 1 a.m. Certain things would happen until she started quoting some Bible. And then even her sister checked her and said, hey, what are you doing? When you quote that Bible, you don't quote that Bible from a place of fear. You need to be confident in the Bible verses you are quoting, which I agree with. Even our sister had to check her on that. But that's what happened. There's way too many people quoting Bibles and doing this Jesus Christ is coming thing from a place of fear. It's going to be rough. Let's listen to her advice, and then we'll take it from there.
Please don't be the next victim.
Don't be the next victim. She's getting into it. She got finessed by some Anthony guy in Ghana.
Don't be the next victim. This message is to the people, both the men and women that are currently in the industry, Hollywood, Nollywood, all this secular entertainment that people are being used by the evil one. This message is for everyone. Those that are current, we are not enemies. Maybe when you went in because you really wanted to be famous, you have gone to the Babalawo, you have gone here, you have gone there, because there was a time a particular actress on my set in Houston, a well-known Nollywood Nigerian actress, we were filming, and I ran out of top. Because this is a different scene, a different day, so I couldn't wear the same outfit. So I was like, oh, I don't have any other top, and she borrowed me her top. And I wore it and I filmed. And that night when I went to sleep, things were crawling.
Ha! Ha! Let me act like that, it freeze. was so good. These were crawling. Things were crawling because she took a certain Nollywood actress. This is a mindset. That's it. Your mindset will haunt you. And when you call it spiritual attack, I will agree with you because actually you're right. It's the village people. They're after you. I will agree with you. Right? But this is a mindset. Keep in mind. Pay attention to the mindset. We're getting somewhere.
Falling in my body. And I woke up, I called my born again sister and I said, hey, I wore this actress outfit and things are crawling in my body.
No, she did not eat cake that had pecan nuts in it or peanuts. She was not allergic to anything. It couldn't have been anything medical. It's got to be that cloth. And she remembered that cloth. She's already suspected. She's looking at that person sideways. She got that top from that lady. And something started crawling on her body. Shout out to Ebony Mary. Good to see you here. Oh Lord. Wahala wow. Hey. Ghana men be silent bulldozers. They are, right? Of course they are. My Ghana brothers. You sure she doesn't have mental illness? I know we like stories like this, but this is not the root of many of their stories. We're going somewhere. You're with me, Marriott. We're going somewhere. Could be a sensory issue. Some sweaters can make you itch. No, it can't be. No, it has to be the spirits from the deep oceans. Listen, if you have a mindset, if you are listening to this, you already have afraid right now. Tonight at 1 a.m., you will see something that will make your body crawl. Okay. I hope not. But it's your mindset. The point is that it's your mindset. Okay, let's keep going.
My sister told me, Joy, you know those people are not clean. Don't burn their clothes, don't use their lipstick, don't use their makeup, they are not clean and all that. Again,
when they say they are not clean, they're not talking about Imototo. They're talking about they're not clean spiritually. No, you lost us. No. Let's come back to Nigeria. They are not clean spiritually. That's what they're talking about. Not the cleanliness, you brush your teeth nonsense, or you didn't wash the clothes, you wearing multiple. No. They're going somewhere. Stay with us.
I'm not sharing this story because I have issues with them. I'm sharing it to...
Wait. She says she's not sharing this story. This is not funny, by the way. She's not sharing the story because she has issues with them.
Stop the cap.
How do you think of someone as fetish? Have what type of fetish things following them? They're not clean, but you don't have issues with them. How do you do that? Somebody teach me. Oh, it's very possible.
How, Sway?
No. It's very possible. We're Nigerians. You know how these things work now. Come on now. It's a mindset. We were all programmed that way. Some of us are just too much of a coconut head. We asked more questions. We say, wait. Yeah, I did see something at 1 a.m., but what was that? Is it not because you told me before I went to sleep? Get out of here. Right? But listen, we're all built differently. Some people, they can't. It's a very stronghold on a lot of people. It takes a lot. When they say it takes deliverance, yes, it takes deliverance. You have to rewire that person's brain. They will see things at 1 a.m. There's no way around it. Some people are traumatized like that for life. Let's keep going.
Speak to that actress and all the actors and actresses that have done such things for fame. You can come to Jesus. It's not too late. As long as you have life and you are breathing, you can still run to Jesus. Yes, those powers will come after you, but they cannot take your life. If you come to Jesus and you plead with him and you are sincere, Jesus will save you. Even though you are the one that took yourself to the shrine. In my case, I was also guilty because the Lord said, hey, Joy, you had a motive. So...
Wait. If someone said she did not shower,
if you come to
your guess is as good as mine. Just let me do my show, okay? your guess is as good as mine.
Jesus, and you plead with him and you are sincere, Jesus will save you, even though you are the one that took yourself to the shrine. In my case, I was also guilty because the Lord said, hey, Joy, you had a motive. So none of us are innocent.
That's a good point.
You may have done worse than me. You may have swallowed lizard and swallowed.
Do we have to bring swallowing lizards into this? Did you swallow this lizard in real life? No, I'll tell you right now. Joy has to bring in swallow lizard because she probably swallowed lizard somewhere in the middle. And you know what she did when she swallowed lizard in the middle of the night, right? You know she woke up sweating and scared shitless. You know that, right? Yeah, this is real. They said don't eat in your sleep. You never heard that before? People are eating in their sleep and they're okay. But if you've heard that before, you cannot eat in peace in your sleep. You know that, right? Let's continue. We're going somewhere. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Frog and dumb blood and all those terrible things. Guess what? The Lord Jesus have the power to save. But if you don't come out and you die without repentance, deep, serious repentance, you will not make heaven. Heaven is real. Hellfire is real. I know the enemy wants to make us believe that these things are not real and the Bible is ancient and
no, it's not that they're not real, they're spiritual. These are stuff that belongs in spiritual realms, the kind of discussions. It's not that they're not real, they're just as real as all of these 359,000 views the last time I checked of views that she got on this YouTube video. There's a lot of people that can connect with her reality. That is as real as they get. That's not the conversation. The conversation is that can you imagine what kind of stronghold this has on your mindset, driving your life for the rest of your life? Can you imagine the magnitude? Can you imagine how many people, no matter how much you do deliverance for them in church, this thing continue to haunt them until they die? You do the math. How many people do you know personally growing up that just because they told you are possessed, it has become a big stronghold on your life? No. The conversation is not that it's not real. It is real. It's as real as you are real, because clearly you feel like it's real. That's not the conversation. Don't worry about if it's real or not. It is real. Witchcraft is real. Spirituality is real. The question is, why are these very real things, why are they controlling your life when you're a full-blown bona fide human being with power? And the Bible already told you that you too, you have that kind of power. In so many different ways, shape, and form. You've been empowered, but no. These negative ones are more. If you don't swallow lizard in the middle of the night, you're not satisfied. If you don't hear a story of a person that swallowed snake in the middle of the night, no, you don't think somebody can help you in your life, because it must be deep. What did she say? She said, if you don't repent, and she said, actual deep. Did you notice why she said actual deep repentance? Because it's never enough. That's why she said that. If you don't save yourself, it's never enough. That's why she said that. She's going somewhere. Trust me. Just trust me. Let's go. She's giving advice, okay?
They will not even want you to watch a video like this. The algorithm will want to hide it.
The algorithm will want to hide this video from you because you ate a lizard at night. You know, listen, I have all these people. I have them in my personal life. They say, I don't see things, though. Even in my personal lives, see stuff. I don't see things. The other day I saw something floating in my room like this. I'm like, yeah, you saw it. Remember the video I posted into the backstage? The lady said, I just saw Jesus. I was like, yeah, you saw Jesus. I cannot argue with that. You probably saw Jesus. I bet it's a white Jesus. I guarantee you it's a white Jesus. Let's keep going. You know I'm a church boy. So let's keep going.
The Lord will make sure you worship. Praise God. Hell is real. Heaven is real. Fame is nothing compared to eternity. And even that which the Lord has for you is way better than the life of slavery. that the devil is putting you in, because some of you are just going from one man to another, one rich man to another, and you're sharing your body, and each of those men are also depositing things in your body. The governor,
Soul ties. She's talking about soul ties. Okay, she's talking about soul ties. That's real. That can control your life, but not necessarily in the way she's talking about. She's mixing in a lot of stuff. She talked about heaven is real, hell is real. Now it's people depositing stuff in your body. And she talked about fame is nothing, right? But she just did 30-part series telling this story. And she's selling a book. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But that comes with a certain level of attention. You need attention. You might need a certain level of fame to accomplish those goals. Right, so these people are doing Nollywood. They're chasing after their dream, and some of them are lost. That's true. Some of them are in that lifestyle where they are chasing after, they're doing runs alongside. Yeah, but there's so many people in Nollywood these days that you can just tell that these ones are trying to do the right thing. There's so many people married, trying to do the right thing, doing it they're actually showcasing. But I guarantee you that Joy is not watching those movies. She's watching the ones that are dragging their husband, the ones that are trying to play polygamy, and they are accusing themselves of rituals. That's the ones that she's watching. Literally, the algorithms are working on her. Let's keep going.
Depositing demonic things in your body. The rich Yahoo boy, he's depositing things. They are all depositing satanic things. And you are going from man to man to man. You try to keep a home. You get married. 3 months later, the marriage is scattered.
How do they have conversations about swallowing lizards, heaven is real, hell is real, and marriage in scatter in the same breath in less than 4 minutes? How did we do that?
How, Sway?
Not be Juju be that.
How did that happen? I think I've made my point. I'm not gonna bore you guys. If you want to watch it, go and watch her. You'll be one of 400,000 people. Okay, it's okay. She should get her money. She should continue to push her message. That's fine. But I'm letting you know, I'm warning you right now that marriage requires skill set. You need skills. You need emotional intelligence. You need social intelligence. Okay? All those things you learned while you were growing up, you're just like her. Your mindset is going to hold you down. Okay? And guess what? It gets worse because you continue to point fingers at the other person. Not that the other person was innocent, but you know how you pick and choose when you want to say it takes two to tango. That part, right? What about the part that you played? Did you have the skills to go into a marriage? Abi, you are just connecting to the lizard that you swallow in the middle of the night. May God help us all. Let me come to the chat. This is the Onyibo in you. Yes, this could be it actually. Are we missing her personal experiences? I'm not her coach, Brother Ben. We're on a show. Okay, are we dismissing her person? No. I'm not her coach. She's a popular person. We're just responding to what she's saying. Bendo, you don't come. No, we aren't. We're asking questions. But Ben, listen, I don't know if you know. Come on, this is the Prestige family, but Ben. We're questioning. No, not. We don't even know the full story yet. How about that? We don't know the full story. Go if you want to. If you're interested in the whole story, she has 30 parts of 15 minutes videos, about a total of 4 hours. If you got the time for it, go watch it and then go respond. And then you acknowledge it first, and then you send us some love, But we have a different mission here. We're going to learn from some of these past traumas, right? That is literally holding people hostage. Life events will happen. You have part of the things that we teach here is inside of the book Get My Marriage Back, is that you have the power to assign interpretations and meanings to the events of life. Those events are real. Nobody is questioning that certain events are not real in your life, but the meanings you assign to them are much more important than the actual events happening or not. Right? Every one of us, life will happen to us. Life happens. Okay? It's not just you, me too, you too, you too, you too, you too, you too. But when those life are happening, the meanings you attach to them will determine your next best move. If you think it's because of the lizard you swallowed at night, that would decide your next best move. So obviously, you would dismiss that you need skills in order to make marriage work in 2024 and beyond. Right? What would you become? Well, there's always going to be a prophet or a prophetess that will tell you, I have the solutions for that lizard you swallow. That is very dangerous. We can help you wash it off. Go and bring 2 fowls, chicken, goat. This conversation is deeper. You cannot assume the direction we're going. You got to stay with me. Stay with me beyond just this session, by the way. Not just today. Beyond this session, you got to stay subscribed. Stay with me. Stay going, because the conversation is not going to be about one side or the other. It's going to be about the nuances in between. Let's keep going. Shout out to Gracious Grace. So it can be because she's allergic to the fabric. No. It cannot be. It must be because she swallowed lizard. Thank you so much. Sorry, my nursing mental health skills kicking in. That's what that was. You're absolutely correct. If she was my client, yeah, I would want to not just acknowledge, I would need to hear her out completely, you know, as she'll be telling me the stories for the next 12 months. Okay, so definitely, if this was a person that's personal to you, actually, let me go back to what Brother Ben was saying. If this is a person personal to you, you never want to judge them. You definitely want to make sure that you acknowledge what they're saying, because it's their experience. Okay, so that's a good point to also make sure we take that. But no, we don't do that here on this show. If you're a popular person, you put yourself out there, we're going to scrutinize your talking points. It's just what it is. No asking questions. We got to come to a physical solution before opting for metaphysical. Can you imagine? Do you believe in prophecy? That's another angle. It's not relevant, but Ben. Do you believe in pastors seeing vision? I already said that. I believe them. It's real. If you see stuff that's floating in your room like this in the middle of the night, it's real. You saw it. It's just not relevant to what we're saying, though. I can believe a prophecy and vision. I believe some people have those gifts. Listen, people see stuff. But when you start to argue it, it's like you're trying to prove that it's a tangible that you can touch. No, remember, you can't touch it. They saw stuff. Right? Heaven is real does not mean there's a planet called heaven somewhere. There is no planet in the galaxy called heaven. Let's get it together. 2 different conversations. One is spiritual conversation. One is how do you do life here in an intentional way. You educate yourself about how these things work so that you can actually navigate with some skills. Life is tough for everybody across the board. You can turn around. The other day, the other day, my mom said, "Oh, I haven't heard from Emma Binu. See me, please don't vex. I just had some issues at work, some projects. I had to." She was like, "You should have told us so we can put a prayer." I was like, "Okay, thank you, Mom. I appreciate your prayer. Your prayers are always working. They're always working." But as a grown-ass 44-year-old man, I should come and tell you about every time I have a little hiccup with another client. So you can put it in prayer. May the good Lord help us.
Not be Juju be that.
We're getting somewhere. Stay with me, Brother Ben. Stay with me. He said, "I rest my case." Is it guilt? She needs to forgive herself from walking into shrines then. Thank you. These are the conversations that I want us to have. I warn you guys all the time about guilt. Guilt will destroy your next set of experiences. It will. I'm looking for it. It's here somewhere. I'm looking here for it. Look at the poisons. Number 6 is what? Guilt. It will poison your life, not just your relationship, but your life is essentially your relationships, right? It will poison your life. Yeah, it's for the most part, it's a matter of forgiving yourself. If you eat lizard in the middle of the night, yes, I ate that lizard. I shouldn't have. I should have been conscious enough in my sleep not to eat lizard. You cannot sleep. Your brain cannot function while you are asleep, so you can eat lizard. You should forgive yourself. If you don't forgive yourself, there's a prophet in Nigeria that will take your money. Allah, guaranteed. And rightfully so, because, hey, remember, it's real. Let's keep going. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. All right. We're rounding up, by the way. This was a good show. And I'm wondering if anybody wants to say anything. Oh, today is not that day, but just in case, before I round up, because when I'm ready to round up, I will round up. Okay? I dropped the link. Let's see. Hey, Mr. EE, how are you? How you doing? God is real, though. Absolutely. God is real. Let's see. No, she is not talking about soul ties. I was guessing, okay? I watched the video on YouTube. The man she dated was married and into Juju and deposited items into her through sex. Yes, exactly. Yep. Go and listen, go and watch it, go and support her, you know. Has it been removed? Is she delivered? That's a good question. She's saying the soul ties and crosses follow them into marriage. Now, I mean, those are the things that people reference as soul ties. Somebody deposited something into your body. I'm guessing it's spiritually. Is there something that was deposited to his sperm? Is it physical or spiritually? Let's choose one. Let's choose one struggle. One struggle. Is it spiritually or through his sperm? Physically, was some kind of operation done on her? Just a question, you know. But I was guessing it's spiritually because her rhetoric was filled with spiritual stuff, okay, which I can always respect. I'm just saying that has nothing to do with why marriages scatter. Marriages scatter because you don't know what you're doing. That's really the bottom. Are there more spiritual reasons why there's spiritual reasons behind everything here? That's not relevant to your ability to learn some skills. Okay? Stay focused with me here. Don't argue what I'm not arguing. The miracle churches and the 90s to 2000s Nollywood took inspiration from each other. Yes, that's a fact. Our story is long. There's no way I'm going to go through it, you know. So I'm going to excuse myself. Say I did not go through the story, okay? Respectfully, I did not, okay? If there's anything else you find of importance as far as related to relationships and marriage, outside of she thought that's what causes their relationship to scatter. No, a lot of those people she's talking about are not prepared for marriage. People in Nollywood lifestyle, most of them are not prepared for marriage. Why do you have to bring lizards and stuff into that? That's just a real life thing. It's not conducive environment. Your kind of profession, your kind of expectations, it's not conducive for marriage, you know. And we can have that conversation why that is without bringing somebody swallowing lizard in the middle of the night into that. It's deep. It's deeper than any surface level stuff. It could be guilt. However, her video gave me lack of accountability for her adult choices. Thank you so much. That's a good point. Like dating a married man, so blame the devil. Thank you for reminding me that. You know, that was one of the reasons why I brought in. That was specifically why I brought in Teesa. Okay, that's essentially the same thing we got out of Teesa, except that Teesa was holding herself accountable a lot. But even though she was holding herself accountable, we're like, Jesus. like a lot of people were like, why would you still make that kind of move, right? But the reality is that when you're in love, when you don't work on yourself, yes, you're going to participate in bullshit and justify it with more bullshit. That's just all of us. It's a matter of fact. Okay. So, for example, you're going to participate in dating a married man and call it is the fault of the devil. And even go worse and say the person deposits stuff into your body. And then you're giving the person a pen name Anthony, but people can trace that. Eventually, that somebody's going to find out who that popular, the most notorious producer in Gollywood in those years, that year, and you're literally exposing this man. Maybe he deserves it too because he dated a spiritually possessed person, obviously, you know. But just because you're calling Jesus doesn't mean you're still not spiritually possessed, because the obsession, you can still hear it. You can still hear it, okay? And I think as we're moving into the future, you're going to be learning some new teachings, Jesus-driven teachings. I recommend Pastor K, okay? Pastor Kingsley, okay, please, okay? It doesn't have to be all swallowing lizards in the middle of the night, okay? I recommend Pastor K. There's practical steps. If you need spiritually driven methods that work when it comes to the skill set that you need to survive marriage. Marriage is not your mate. You need to have the skills, okay? Especially if you're already inside of it and you're confused at this moment. You need help. If you need Jesus religion driven tactics and strategy, I recommend Pastor K. Okay? If you need it, if it's that bad that it must be in the name of Jesus, I recommend Pastor K. Please. You're raising children. You're going to teach them the same bullshit that you learned in 2024. Come on. Like come on. We have to do better. So somebody's going to watch just the very beginning of this segment and make a conclusion. You'll be all right. Please donate all your comments because we're trying to grow the platform. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's here right now. These are the poisons right here. Shaming, directly or indirectly. It will poison your life. It will poison your relationships. Insult. Could work. The person you are insulting is like preaching to the choir. They already know that they have entered one chance with you, so it's not landing. Okay. Blame and fault. Is that the person's fault? He did this. It's not that you're wrong, that the person didn't do anything or they did something. No, it's not. It's just that that's a lot of energy that is being consumed from you. Blame and faulting people consume a lot of energy. That's energy that you can redirect in building yourself, working on yourself, taking care of yourself, reading some books, learn how to build your self-esteem, self-care. Yeah. There's a certain level of lack of self-respect that makes you engage in blame and fault. And sometimes you will camouflage that as holding people accountable. Stop the cap. You're just engaged in blame and fault. Judgmental. Meaning you just see things from a place of right and wrong. It doesn't mean you use the word right and wrong. It just means that's your outlook. It's either something is right or wrong. Unfortunately, life is too complex for it to be that simple. And the most powerful people understand it. That's why they continue to run little people's life. They know it's not right and wrong. That's why they are fighting wars. That's you be like, wait, that's not nice. That's not fair. It's deeper than you think. Okay. Condemnation does not work, okay? You're just going to extract the worst of that person out of them, okay? And guilt, meaning self-blame, blaming yourself, right? So some people say, well, I can't blame my fault, so I must talk to them, it must be my fault too. That's just as bad. See how the right and wrong doesn't work, right? It's not about blaming yourself. That's not going to produce good fruit, right? It's not going to produce good fruit. If you feel like you've done something wrong, apologize and keep it moving as fast as humanly possible. Don't let it eat you up. Don't get into a place where you start calling, so because I did this, or somebody deposit, because you had sex one time with that one random guy, somebody deposits stuff into your body. Okay, they deposit stuff in your body. You cannot pull that one out. Oh, no, I thought it was physical. Oh, it's not physical. It's spiritual. Even easier. Mindset. Redeem yourself. Engage Jesus. How's that? Okay, and mean it. Don't feel the need to repeat that over and over again. And then you start preaching that to the rest of the world and people are not ready. Some people will hear that now. Go and look at the comments. That's one of the things that's running the generation down. Overly obsessed with things they can't control. Whereas the things you can control are laying down there and you call it intentional. That's not intentional. You know, discrete logic, similar to right and wrong, yes, no, black and white. Like, I mean, everything must be one side or the other. No, it doesn't have to be. It could be for the sake of a debate. We can have fun. I'm just telling you, when it comes to real life, you're going to have to know a little bit more than who is right and who is wrong. Okay? Sarcasm is not good. Sarcasm are dangerous. Being sarcastic with your partner, condescension in the same token. You won't go and carry that garbage out, though. Things like that. You are sowing seeds of resentment. It goes a long way. Yeah, it's dangerous. Poisons, okay? And finally, we spelt it out. Right and wrong, obsessed. Okay? And if you prefer it in this version, if you've read the book, The Heart of Seduction, you might prefer it as The Anti-Seducers. It's very similar. Same thing. Okay? The brute, suffocator, moralizer, bumbler. All right, you might not understand that if you've not read the book. Don't worry, it's the same thing we've talked about. It Cashapp, calm down, right? Calm down. Patience, lots of patience is required, particularly with yourself. Give yourself lots of grace. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've done well. You're here listening to me. You've done well for yourself. All right, that doesn't mean you should justify bullshit. Just know that the rest of your future, since you have the power to assign meanings to the events of life, right? The rest of your life is going to be bliss. Because no one is going to, other people are going to have less and less power to manipulate you. They're not going to say things to you that robs you of, that you already feel about yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror, you feel less than yourself. You're able to speak life into yourself because you know the power of the tongue, particularly when you're speaking to yourself. Particularly when you take control of your mindset, your number one asset. Right? That's all it takes. You just have to get into your mindset. They control your life for the rest of your life. Okay? Now, to this young lady, it's good that she's yielded to Jesus. I hope she continues to learn. I hope she remains a student. If she remains a student of Jesus in the 21st century, she will learn. She will learn that it's not about the demons. The demons, the worst demon you have to be worried about is you. You're your own worst enemy for the most part. Oh my God. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.